And the last section in our work page is about metamorphic rocks, and that's also the last section in our book for this lesson is about metamorphic rocks. So in the word metamorphic, we see that it has metamorphosized, has gone through a change. And so we're going to take a look at some rocks that started out as one other kind of rock and they have changed into another because of heat and pressure. So if we take a look here, they have sorted them into two groups, and that's another nice to know but not need to know. It says the heat is on because when there's a lot of heat and there's a lot of pressure, we can get some foliated rocks and some non-foliated rocks. So the word foliated, to me, in my mind, I kind of think of folded. And so what they're talking about is that the little crystals inside have lined up, and you can kind of see little streaks. Now, it's not because it was mud and then mud and mud like with the sedimentary rocks, not that, but the crystals have been squeezed until they have no chance or no choice but to line all up. Imagine if a whole bunch of us were squeezed into an elevator, we would have no choice but to line all up. So in rocks like this schist that we see right here, we can see that it has lined all up. Those crystals are all laying in little flat pieces and they are lined up. Here's another one. It's not as evident on that side, but when we turn it this way, we can see that those crystals have lined all up. And these are tiny little flat crystals. Here are some other pieces of schist, and they have lined up into flat little pieces. And that's not because of sediment, that's because of heat and pressure. Here is a piece of slate, and you can see that has lined up in flat little pieces, and this one as well. So if you add enough heat and pressure to one kind of rock, it will change into another one. So this is a sedimentary rock limestone from your driveway. With enough heat and pressure, it becomes marble, a much harder rock. This is quartz, which has some big crystals. This is one of our elements, and with enough heat and pressure, it becomes quartzite, where it looks white and milky, but you can't see quite the shimmer and shine that you saw when it was a mineral. This one is common in Cardington. Here is shale. So shale is mud. It's a sedimentary rock that has hardened into layers of rock, and with enough heat and pressure, it becomes slate, which has a lighter, shimmerier color, and it is much, much harder, has a gloss to it. Very useful for making all kinds of things in industry, including the roofing tiles on older homes. If we take this igneous rock, which is granite, and we squeeze it under a lot of heat and pressure, it becomes this rock, which is gneiss, and you can see it's Gneiss. That's what I made my little joke about. If you see a piece of granite, don't take, or if you, I said it all wrong. If you see a nice rock, don't take it for granted. They're similar. They have the same ingredients, but this one has been put under heat and pressure, and so you can see how it has lined up. And here is another one, chert. Chert is a sedimentary rock, and it's got a lot of different colors and things. It's not very glossy, not very hard, and if you put it under heat and pressure, it becomes our state gemstone, Flint, which comes in some amazingly beautiful colors and is very hard, and so it was very useful to the Native Americans in this area. So if you see a piece of flint and you're not sure if it's actually flint or if it's chert yet, we find a lot of just kind of boring white chert here in Morrow County. If you take it and you stick it to your tongue, this will stick to your tongue a little bit. It's a little bit porous, where this is hard and glossy and shiny, and it won't. So what you're going to do for your homework is read those little summaries there of what we just talked about in our book, and then you're going to answer those questions. As you can see, 2 of those questions I have marked off.